Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Vietnam. This is our evening time, drive time update. We got some really huge breaking news. Looks like Russia is now recognizing Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as legal currencies, guys. So they really said, look, crypto is now a currency. They're now recognizing that. This is super bullish, guys. This has far-reaching impact. Hopefully you guys understand how big this is. This is absolutely big in the news, guys. We're also seeing right now that the fear and greed index in the house is, it's almost neutral. It's about 54 right now. So this could definitely stimulate the retail investors to jump back into crypto, ape back into crypto. And when that happens, we're going to see more and more price action going up. And we're also going to be talking about other great stuff in the house. We're also seeing that right now the whole crypto market is down a little bit. We're seeing that the pre-markets are still looking pretty green. And one of the reasons that we're seeing a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of consolidation, is because everybody is waiting on the sidelines to see what the outcome is going to be of the CPI data. As you guys know, that the expected CPI data, the inflation rate is going to be about 7.2. That's what's planned. That's what already is pre-programmed in the house. But a lot of people are saying that it could be higher. Some people are saying it's going to be around about 7.3. So if it hits 7.3, it's not going to have much of an impact on the broader markets. It's not going to have much of an impact on cryptocurrency. However, if it goes lower than that, higher than that, if it goes like 7.4, 7.5, if it goes to 8, it's going to be a real disaster. It'll be an extreme disaster zone, and that could send crypto down, down. It will definitely tank the broader markets. However, on the opposite side of things, if the CPI data comes out to like 7 or 6.8, that is going to be a huge windfall for cryptocurrency and the broader markets. And remember, if you're watching this video, this is not financial advice. This is just the OG in the house expressing the opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. And it's so important that you do your own risk management. Whatever you guys are investing in, remember, we're not trading in this channel. We're investing. Program throw. And it's important that you guys, do the tokenomics, check the developers, and check the projects that you're investing in, and never ever invest more than you're willing to lose. So that is really important that you guys understand that. I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. Like, don't invest or rent in your crypto, guys. Don't do that. Only invest what you're willing to lose. So please go down there, smash the likes, show some love, and don't forget to comment, guys, because the likes, the comments, the subscribing is the food for the AI algorithm, and YouTube loves those three things. So if you guys can, do those three things, it's going to help spread out the message for the OG guys. So let's jump into it without any further delay. So right now we're seeing that the pre-markets are looking very good. So hopefully this will be a catalyst that will send Bitcoin and other crypto markets up. Because right now, I know a lot of you are kind of getting like, oh, geez, we're up, we're about 45,000. Bitcoin went down and got rejected. And that took down Dogecoin as well, because Dogecoin was well over 16 cents, like 16.5 cents. So things were looking very cool beans in the house, guys. So Dogecoin to the moon, guys. We know absolutely Dogecoin is going to get to the moon eventually, either in price-wise or physically. We got the Doge one to the moon that's going to be hopefully blasting off sometime in April or May. So let's keep an eye on that. And I really think that springtime, between spring and summer, is going to be a huge catalyst for Dogecoin. It's going to be a huge catalyst for cryptocurrency, and we're going to see things go uppity up to the moon, guys. So the fear and greed is looking very good. Remember, this is a contrary indicator, and what that means is that you always want to do the opposite of what the herd is doing. So if the herd is buying, this is a good time to sell. So, once we get into extreme greed, that's usually a pretty much indicative of a time for you to start selling. So right now we're in neutral, and hopefully this will be the catalyst, the trigger that will start to, entice the retail investors to come back, because they're nowhere to be found. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you a chart that shows that long-term holders are the majority of holders of Bitcoin, and the short-term holders of retail investors are nowhere to be found. They're hiding under rocks, guys. I have no idea where they went, but when they start to ape in like crazy, this is going to absolutely create a huge catalyst that will send Bitcoin Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies to the moon, guys. So you're absolutely just have to wait, guys. Don't panic. I know that you guys are like, oh, what's going on? This is very normal. We're having a little bit of a consolidation before the CPI data is coming out. So don't panic. This is very normal. And remember, things do not go up forever. Things cannot be going up in a parabolic way forever. You know, as long as we're forming higher highs and higher lows, we're doing okay. So, you know, you need to, when the trend is your friend, sometimes you need to zoom out and take a look, guys. Zoom out and take a look, guys. So, guys and gals, let's take a look at it. So you can see this from Unchained College. I love Unchained College. And he's seeing that you know, the peak FOMO can be seen by analyzing the spike green circle. So this is a peak FOMO, and we had this peak FOMO back, you know, for example, in January 18th, in January 2018. So a green circle in the 30-day change in addresses with a non-zero balance. So when you see that the addresses with zero Bitcoin suddenly start to decrease, and you start to see more and more of these non-zero addresses start to increase, this is often very indicative of showing that retail investors are starting to ape in. So we saw a similar behavior in the beginning of 2021, but nothing as drastic as the cycle peak in 2017. So we did see something in 2021 right here, but we could be seeing that the retail investors are nowhere to be found, and it's something to keep watching. And if we start to see that this peak does start to pick up, this will definitely indicate that more retail investors are aping in. And when that happens, you're going to see that the prices are definitely going up. Because remember, the illiquid supply of Bitcoin on exchanges is getting scarce and scarce and scarce. So this is the heat map in the house, guys. And we're just seeing that Ethereum has flipped green at time of recording. Now remember, by the time you see this video and the time I'm recording this video, there can be a gap. So don't beat me up in the comments if the price is a little bit different. All right, guys? So remember that, guys, because it's not instantaneous. It's not a live stream. This is a premiere in the house. So it looks like, if I look at the way things are moving, looks like we could start to see Bitcoin coming up. Bitcoin is at 43,478 on the heat map. And this is coin360.com in case you're wondering where this is coming from. Check it out, guys. I'm not selling, just it's a good source of information. I love it. You love it. Let's get it, guys. So we're seeing right now, as I'm talking, we're seeing that the Bitcoin is now down 0.88%, and this is starting to move green, guys. So hopefully we're going to have some huge movement. So right now we're seeing Russian government and central bank agree to treat Bitcoin as a currency. So this is very important that they're now recognizing Bitcoin as a currency. So that is cool. So cryptocurrency transaction more than 600,000 rubles, roughly $8,000, will have to be declared or be considered a criminal act. So this is also, you know, the Kremlin, the Bolsheviks in the house, they also want to get their tax, guys. But the fact that they are recognizing Bitcoin as a currency is huge, guys. So the government and central bank of Russia has reached an agreement on how to regulate cryptocurrencies. According to Tuesday's announcement, Russian government and central bank are now working on a draft law that will define crypto as an analog of currencies rather than a digital financial asset, set to be launched on February 8th. So that's not 18th, so that's not too far away. Cryptocurrencies would function in the legal industry only if they have complete identification through the banking system or licensed intermediaries. So you're going to have to KYC in Russia, and you're going to have to pay taxes. But this is pretty good. And they also note that BTC transaction possession of cryptocurrency in Russia Federation are not prohibited. However, they must be done through a digital currency exchange organizer of banks or a peer-to-peer exchange license in the country. So it looks like that if you want to get your hands on crypto, you want to get your hands on Bitcoin, you're going to have to go through authorized exchanges or authorized peer-to-peer organizations. So this is a way of legalizing it. This is a way of controlling it. This is a way of regulating it. And the most important, this is a way to tax it, guys. So, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of governments are realizing that, you know, they can't fight it. It's coming. It's like a freight train going downhill out of control. You can't stop it. All you can do is get out of the way. And so, you know, they're just going to have to issue some regulations, legalize it, and say, look, you're going to pay taxes on it. So some other stuff that's coming out before we jump into the Dogecoin news. We took a whole ton of Dogecoin news in the house. So it looks like the top mentions on Twitter right now, we're seeing it's Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, Ethereum, Digimon, watch out, boys. Digibuy, I'm running away, the Digibuy. I don't know, but every time I think of Digibuy, it's scary. Wasn't there a Hollywood movie called Digibite or something? And it was like this kind of, it looked like a big Pac-Man, or what was it? Or was it Pixels or something like that? So we're seeing like also Cardano right now is also mentioned, Binance Coin, Litecoin, Wax, XRP, and Solana. So these are what people are talking about. So Shiba Inu is the number second coin most mentioned on Twitter. So that is cool beans in the house. So some other stuff that's coming out right now, we can see that we've had a complete retail obliteration. And I talked about that. Simply put, all the supply is now held by long-term holders. No sell pressure. So if you're a long-term holder, there's no sell pressure, right? Because you're holding, you don't care. You're holding, you're waiting for Bitcoin to go up. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk that we could see $200,000 coming in the June time, in the summertime. So Bitcoin and the other cryptos are definitely going to spring to the moon. So there's no sell pressure, but also nothing more to be taken. Job's done. So that means blue skies ahead. And that absolutely means that blue skies are coming. If you're a long-term holder, this is how you win in this game. How do you win in this game? You got to have diamond hands. You got to be patient. You got to have and you should dollar cost average. And if you're not dollar cost averaging and you're just being patient and having diamond hands, that is the way you win. We are investors. We're not traders. We're not day traders. We're not leverage traders. We're not leverage apes in the house. We're not doing that, because that will cause you to absolutely lose money every time, all the time. And look, ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, aliens, and everybody, I used to be one of these day traders, one of these swings traders, and at the end of the day, I put a lot of work, a lot of effort into doing that, and at the end of the day, I lost more than I gained. And then I realized, you know, and I kind of realized by accident way back in the day, is I just said, forget it, I'm not doing this anymore. It's taking up so much of my time, and I just put my Bitcoin in a hardware wallet, and I kind of like walked away from it, you know, for like 6 months. And then lo and behold, I came back. It's like, what? So I learned the lesson. I absolutely learned the lesson. And this is not financial advice. It's just my life lessons, something you may want to consider out there. So you may absolutely consider it. So this is from Tech Devin House, and he's saying Bitcoin impulse patterns. Blue is a 4 standard deviations from the 50-week EMA. So we're seeing that right now, that the Bitcoin is getting very close to the 50-week EMA, and this is pretty bullish, guys. This is absolutely pretty bullish, and this is an indicator that we could be seeing Bitcoin going up, and that could indicate we could be going as high as $160,000 in the house. Now, some people are speculating 200,000 by the summertime, so I'm really hoping that that's going to happen. I'm waiting and wanting it to happen because, like I said earlier, when Bitcoin had gone to like 34,000, I did sell some of my crypto that was in huge profit, like 400% profit, some of my altcoins, and I converted it into Bitcoin. So, you know, I took my profits and I moved it to Bitcoin. So that's what I did, and so far that's paid off pretty good, because I sold some of my altcoins that were about 40% profit, bought Bitcoin around about 34,000, and it's paying off. It's paying off, and if we can definitely hit this $200,000 level, then that is going to be huge. That's going to be a huge windfall, and it's going to create a generational, life-changing wealth, guys. And that's what you got to do. Just be patient out there. This is from Blake in House, my boy Blake. The Bitcoin chart seeks to combine 4 different charting models and top signals. It's noticed that the current consolidation range and how it's similar to the last 2 cycles but longer, and how in previous cycles breaking out of this range meant a very fast move to the cycle peak. So what he's saying is that the current cycles are mimicking the cycles of 2013 here, 2017, and it looks like that 2022 is eerily similar. And based on his predictive model here, you know, he's looking at, you know, a low end on this model of you know, a low end of 100K, top end of about 360. So, you know, who knows, guys? Who absolutely knows? But definitely, I think that 100,000 minimum is coming in June. Look, call me a moon boy, call me a pie in the sky, but remember, I could tell you it's going to be $10 billion in June, but I'm not selling my crypto. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. Sure, I'm going to take my profits when my altcoins go up, you know, 400,000, and I'm going to move that into Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, because those are my biggest holdings. My biggest holdings right now are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Layer 1, Dogecoin, and I'm holding about $4 million Dogecoin right now. So those are some of my biggest holdings right now out there. And you know, I also believe that Layer 1s are going to be popping off the moon, guys. keep on keeping on. We still got some Dogecoin news coming up. We'll get through this Bitcoin stuff. Remember, I love to talk about Bitcoin. Why do I love to talk about Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is what tells us where the crypto markets are going to go. That's all there is to it. If you don't talk about Bitcoin, then you're missing the big picture. So this is from Matthew Haywood. 2 key Bitcoin indicators I'm waiting to flip bullish to further confirm the bullish reversal are the super trend and the MACD on the 3-day time frame. The 3-day candle closes later today. So if we get this 3-day candle closing above the red line here, this will indicate that it's gonna be a bullish reversal. So let's keep an eye on that. We also need to see the MACD breakout as well. I think it's going to happen. We're going to get a little bit of consolidation. People waiting on the sidelines for the CPI data to happen. And if the CPI data is positive, this is going to signal a huge rise, and we could see $45,000 being taken out, and we could be seeing $50,000 coming in, guys. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. This also just in Colombia registers the first ever real estate purchase with Bitcoin. So booyah, this is bullish. So we got the Russian news. We've got proof positive that the long-term holders of Bitcoin is the majority of the holders right now. We've got proof positive that the social sentiment is still positive. We've got the fear and greed is moving higher and higher, and this is going to be indicative of stimulating, signaling that the retail investors come in. And once they come in, this will create FOMO, and this will create some price action, guys. So let's take a look at Doge let's take a look at Doge social metrics right now. We're seeing that social volume is down 12%. Social engagement is up to 2%. We're seeing the social dominance is coming down. Social contributors has also gone down, and average sentiment is plus 1.5%. But the bullish sentiment has gone down, and the reason it's gone down is because the price have gone down. That's it, guys. It's all about price. Price is driving everything, guys. Price drives all. So if we look at the Dogecoin summary right now in terms of tokenomics, we're seeing that the total holders in money is 55%, 5% are broken even, and 45% out of money. So it's okay, guys. It's not looking too bad. And we still have 42% have been holding Doge for more than 1 year. And I'm one of those 42%ers. We're also seeing that 50% are holding 1 to 12 months and 8% less than 1 month. And right now we're seeing it's mostly bearish right now. We're not neutral, but we're mostly bearish. So that is cool news in-house. So this from Motley Fool. Why Dogecoin is sinking today? Well, basically what's happened is that the momentum that Dogecoin enjoyed over the last couple of days has been fueled by the whole crypto market going up, the whole market cap going up, and Bitcoin going up. And why are we seeing Dogecoin going down right now? Well, it's going down because all the total market cap has dropped, Bitcoin has dropped. So it's really not a Dogecoin thing. It's a crypto market thing. So that is nothing to worry about. Do not panic in the house, guys. So right now we're seeing that Dogecoin is trading at 1573. We have some huge resistance at 16 cents. We really need to blast past this 15 cent level, 16 cent level. And if we can do that, then our next target is going to be 19 cents, and we have a clear shot to get 19 cents pretty soon. So I wouldn't worry too much about the Doge. Doge is really, it's waiting to see what the rest of the market is doing, and Doge will be taken up or down depending on the market movement. So there's nothing really special out there. There's no real catalyst out there. Let's take a look at the leverage apes in the house. So right now we're seeing in the last 24 hours $155 million worth of people being wrecked. Let's take a look at the positions over the last 24 hours. We're seeing that the majority of the positions are long positions are getting wrecked, and this is a market makers absolutely manipulating the market. It's like, you know, let's take out the short positions, and once the short position has been taken out, then you're going to see the market makers flipping. So you can see this is the point here of inflection where we saw the market makers flipping the market, and we're going to see some more downward pressure. So this is probably also, we got the CPI data coming, and this is also one of the driving forces behind that, because a lot of people sitting on the sidelines, and you know, anytime that Bitcoin has a little bit of a downward pressure on it, that is why we're seeing Bitcoin go down. So, you know, we did see that Bitcoin went up to $45,000 here, and it had a huge rejection, and that is what caused people to take a whole bunch of, that's what you know, people were betting that once we hit $45,000 that Bitcoin was going to continue up. It didn't, and that's why we're seeing all these longs got liquidated. And sure, I believe that, you know, this is market makers manipulating the market to wreck the long position, because there was more long positions forming than short positions, because the short positions had been eliminated. You can see here we had a ton of short positions, and now people is like, yeah, okay, so the shorts got liquidated, so things got to be going up. Remember, the market will always surprise you. The market will always do the opposite of what you think it's going to do. So never try to out leverage trade the market, because you'll always get wrecked, guys. You'll absolutely get wrecked in the house, absolutely every time. We can see right now that the total hash rate for Dogecoin right now is at 355 terahashes, but you can see that overall, since July, the total hash rate for Dogecoin has been going up, and that should help stabilize and be indicative of a price going up. So that is pretty good news in-house. Let's take a quick dive into Shiba Inu. So Shiba Inu right now is being supported at the 31 level. It's gingerly being supported. Let's see if we can hold that. If not, we're going to have a breakdown. We could see ourselves getting a breakdown. So we did go as high as 35 earlier. Remember, we got the Shibarium that's going to be going live on a testnet in the next week or so. So that is one of the reasons why we're seeing that Shiba Inu has been doing well. And that's why we had this 60% pump to the upside. Just as a reminder, guys, just as a reminder, we do have the CPI data coming out 8:30 I think Central Standard Time, New York time, whatever that is, and that is going to be the make or break time. Last month it was 7%. They're forecasting 7.2%. So let's keep an eye on that. So with that being said, guys, let's jump into Bitcoin on the weekly right now. We're still above the horizontal support that's been running since January 2021. So this is still holding as support. We're above that. So this is good news, guys. And we're getting closer and closer to the 200-day moving average. So if we can break above the 200-day moving average, that is going to be bullish, and that will definitely indicate that we're back in a bull cycle. Let's get it, guys. Let's go to the moon. Woo! Dogecoin to the moon, guys. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it. I love it. You love it. So let's take a look at Phantom in the house. So Phantom right now is looking pretty good in the house. It's just going midway between my channel, and it's being supported at $1.92, and it's being resisted at $2.40 in the house. If you take a look at Solana as well, Solana has broken down from my upward sloping channel just slightly. I think we'll be able to get back in there, and it's at $111. So this is going to become resistance right now. So let's turn that red. It's going to be resistance, but I think we're going to get back up there. So let's take a look at Ethereum in the house right now. Ethereum is trading at 3,124. So Ethereum is starting to create some positive momentum, and it got supported by my upward sloping trend line, and that's pretty good. So this white line has acted as some support. We didn't break down. We actually were supported on that exactly like I predicted, and it looks like we're continuing going uppity up. And if we can get back to the midway in this channel, this should be good, and this should take us up to $3,500 in the house, guys. So let's take a look at total market cap. So the total market cap is still above 2 trillion, so that is positive news, and we're seeing that we're at 2.02 trillion. We're seeing that the volumes are a little bit light, 66.27, and we're seeing that the Bitcoin dominance is also coming back. Now remember that the Chinese New Year is almost over. People are back to work now. It's pretty much back to normal right now. Banks are open, everything here in Vietnam. So that is cool news. We're seeing that right now that Bitcoin is starting to turn green, guys, and we're seeing ourselves at 43,697. So that's pretty good. We're seeing that BNB is down 3%. We're seeing that ADA is down. We're seeing Solana is down. Luna is down. DOT is down. Avalanche is going up. We're seeing that Doge is neutral. It's probably going to flip positive soon because it's going to be following what Bitcoin is doing. We're seeing the Shiba Inu is up as well. Matic is up. So it's a mixed bag, but I think if we take a look at the heat map, we're going to start to see that Bitcoin is going to flip positive any second soon. So that is very positive news, guys. So with that being said, let's close it here, guys. Don't forget to go to my Twitter. Follow me right now, guys. Don't forget to follow, show some love, and don't forget to go down there, smash the like, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to give a super chat, guys. Check out the Wifey's channel. You want to do it, I want to do it, and go on over there, show some love, subscribe, YB in the house, and don't forget to check out the merch, guys. Check out the merch, get the merch, gear up the OG gear. Remember, all of the super chats, all of the memberships, all of the gear, all of that stuff goes to charity, and we love it, you love it. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I love it, you love it. Let's get it right now. Woo!